Alright, yo, what's good, y'all? Today we are going to be going over a bunch of things revolving around Season 6 in NBA 2k25 My Team. So I'm going to be going over all of my predictions from all these sorts of things, and I'm going to make a checklist. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, the new Domination and what we could get from the Domination. Then I got, the rewards for the season, like the Pro Pass and the level 40 rewards, and some other cards maybe we could get along the way through the levels. And then I'm obviously going to also be going over the first drop of the new season, like the first pack drop. And then we're going to go through things we could also see through the season as well. So we got a bunch of things we're going to talk about. But first off, I want y'all to just like the video, subscribe. I think like 95% of y'all that watch the videos aren't subscribed. I mean, just leave a sub. We're on the road to 800, and then we're on the road to 1,000. We're going to keep on bringing out videos for y'all, though. So let me start off the video. Check if we're going. We are. Okay. So if we go through Domination throughout this game, if we look at all the 2k25 updates, we have got a new Domination every single season. Now, when it comes to 2KDB, we can't see from the beginning of the year, but we know that so far in this game, we have the Brunson Dom, the Tim Duncan Dom, KCP had a Domination, Bill Walton had a Domination, Bob McAdoo was last season, and I think there's one I'm forgetting. But Season 3 of My Team, right? This is the Domination where we had, Draymond, right there. This is the Draymond Domination. Then we go to Season 4 of My Team. Whenever we get to it, we can find it at some point right here. This was Bob McAdoo, or not Bob, Bill Walton. So we got, Bill Walton. And then last season, we had Bob McAdoo. So we've gotten bigs. We keep on getting big men for Domination rewards. So I think we're probably bound to get a guard, like a guard/forward for Domination, right? So my first prediction of what we're going to get, I think we're going to get some sort of Dom where it might be like a Dynasty type Dom, where you're playing all these types of Dynasty teams. And when we talk about a Dynasty, what other team do we think of besides the Golden State Warriors? Klay Thompson hasn't gotten a card in a long time. And he's a card that everyone loves to use in My Team. And around this time last year in 2K24, I think he got a card from, it wasn't Vortex, but it was around this time last year in 2K24. He did get he was either Opal or Dark Matter, but he got a card. Everyone loved that card. Klay Thompson's a card everyone loves. And I think if he was a Dom card, honestly, I might grind for him. I don't do Dominations. I have 30 games played in total this entire year in Dom. I haven't completed one Dom. I think my most I've completed on any Dom is a third of the way through one of them. But Klay Thompson's a card I always love to use. He'll be really good. And that would be a really fun card to do gameplay for. Now, I don't think he'll get point guard eligibility like this card says. I think he'll be a shooting guard small forward. But Klay Thompson, I think, could definitely either get a card very soon, or can be even a Pro Pass reward, or it can be the Domination reward. Now we're going to talk about the rewards for Pro Pass and level 40. So Pro Pass I can never really gauge. Last season we had Austin Reeves. Nobody was predicting Austin Reeves, I think. But I think this isn't a bad prediction. I think Jimmy Butler I think it's a good Pro Pass prediction. Now, if we look at all of our past season rewards, we haven't gotten a lot. Now, last season we did get a shooting guard. We got B-Roy. But we haven't really gotten forwards. And I think we're probably getting a small forward, power forward type guy. And I don't really know a lot of guys that we could get besides guys that are really prominent in this game. Jimmy Butler's always prominent. He got level 40 last year. Last year, literally at this time in 2K24, the drop that we're getting at the same date, we got a Jimmy Butler. And I just think it's a really good Pro Pass. I think he's going to be a good Pro Pass reward. People haven't gotten a Jimmy Butler card in a bit. People would like to use Jimmy Butler. And I do think it'll be a Dark Matter because he got an Opal card back in, I don't even know what set he got an Opal card in. Let me see. What card did Jimmy Butler last get? It was from Showstoppers, I think, right? Yeah, Showstoppers. He got this card, which was, can we see the date? This was, well, we can't see I guess we can't see the date that this drop happened, but it was the first drop of Season 4. We're about to be literally exactly 2 seasons since he's got a new card, so I think that's a great prediction. Now, level 40 rewards. This, I've been saying Penny Hardaway. I think we're getting 100 overall for level 40, and I think it's going to be Penny Hardaway. A lot of people, I think, probably think that we're getting Penny Hardaway, because I've seen a lot of people say that kind of recently. I think he's bound to get a card. Whether it's a level 40 card, whether it's coming out from the first drop of my team, whether it's later drops. I think he's definitely getting a card this season. But 100 overall Penny just seems like it'd be a really good level 40 reward. We need point guards in this game. And who's not better than Penny Hardaway, you know? So I think him. But I also think another underrated level 40 we could get is Anthony Davis, because we haven't gotten big man in a bit. We keep on getting guards, or we keep on getting, I mean, the past 2 level 40s we've gotten a shooting guard and a point guard in B-Roy and D-Wade. Do I think they can give us another point guard? I don't know. That's why I'm very, very hesitant on saying Penny Hardaway is actually the level 40 reward. I did think that until I looked at our past level 40 rewards. And if we look at all our level 40s, we haven't really gotten bigs or forwards at all. And I think Anthony Davis is bound to get a card soon as well. Now, I don't love Anthony Davis in this game. I just don't like his jump shot. He's kind of small to play the center position and the 4. But I think we have a chance of getting Anthony Davis that can run the small forward position. That will fit the forward propaganda. And Anthony Davis, if he is 100 overall, that's power forward, small forward, he will be amazing. And Season 6, we know, all past years, Season 6 in my team is the year where the game starts to break. Where we start getting crazy cards that are not even close to what cards were from Season 5 and below. Glenn Rice last year, the Dikembe Mutombo, that Shea card. Past years, I think that's where we got the hero season some years, where we had broken Manute Bowles, Bowles, Thon Makers, I think George Mirasan some years. I mean, we've gotten, obviously, we always get a bronze Season 6 on my team, which I think is the first drop of season, yeah, I'm not talking about the Dikembe Mutombo, but I do think bronze will be the first drop season 6, the 100 overall. But the Dikembe Mutombo, also a 100 overall card, I think we could get as a level 40 reward. I think if we don't get a power forward, small forward AD, and we don't get Penny Hardaway, I think the Dikembe Mutombo could be that guy. Shout out this card maker, by the way. I don't have your name. RIP Mutombo, yes sir. Oh, it's probably P13ZY. This is one of the best card arts I've ever seen. One of the best, like, I think this is sick, bro. This is such a good card art. Yeah, right here. Shout out this guy, bro. Like, I can't like because I'm not logged in, but you cooked, bro. Mutombo got that card last year. He was a salary cap reward. That card was insane. Pro 2 fade, crazy jump shot, could dribble. I mean, he literally was L2 canceling, like, RIP L2 canceling, by the way, but bro, I didn't even get that card last year. I'm the guy that does salary cap limited every single year in my team, every season. And the one season I never did it, it was the best salary cap award I think we've ever gotten, besides maybe Shea in 2K23, I think, which was limited. I don't know, but Dikembe I would love. Always one of my favorite cards, one of my favorite big men of all time. One of my favorite cards to use every single year in my team. I mean, I can date back to 2K19 when he had that pink diamond token reward that couldn't shoot. I was running that card so much. I love his animations. I love the way he rebounds, all his defensive animations. His player build's crazy, and he's going to be able to shoot a little bit. So this card, I would love. First drop, like I said, LeBron James. And I had to bring out, there's a million card arts for Braun. I had to bring out the one that had this smooth set. If y'all know me, last year, the smooth set, I would always spam smooth. Everyone would say it. Everyone was saying it. It was actually funny, but yeah, I think LeBron's getting a 100 overall card. Definitely soon. He's going to be the headliner 100 overall. Now, we might get 200 overalls every drop now. I don't know. I hope not, but we might. And I think he is going to be the first level 40, or not level 40, the first drop of Season 6 that we're going to get for a headliner. Post level 40 rewards. Now we're going into the next, all the pack drop. All of the guys we're thinking they're going to come out in the first pack drop. So all the guys I think we're going to come out in the first pack drop that we should see soon. Mark Eaton. I am showing his last year Season 6 card, because there wasn't a lot of good card arts for Mark Eaton. They were all literally just like cards, like actual NBA cards, and they just threw the 99 overall thing on him. But this card last year was really, really good. Now, this is 2K24, so we're seeing a million badges. There's not even close to as many badges. But he needed badge. He needed all these badges. Now, I think back last year, there was a limit to as many badges you could add. But as y'all can see, perfect defense. Finishing was great. Rebounding was perfect. And at the time, this was actually really good speed for a really tall big man. Again, he is a 7'4" big. So this card will be ridiculous. I didn't even know Marquis was 7'4". I thought he was 7'2". 7'4" is ridiculous. And he's gonna be able to shoot. He's gonna have a good jump shot probably. I mean, Mark Eaton's probably gonna be able to run the 4 maybe, seeing how 2K does their thing. Maybe not, but this card will be ridiculous, and I could see him getting a dark matter for, you know, the new drop, or maybe even an opal. I do think we're getting a dark matter Pascal Siakam very, very, very soon. Maybe at this drop, because I think past years they have dropped Pascal with LeBron. They tend to do that a lot for some reason. Maybe because LeBronto and Pascal, they just want to drop them together. I don't really know. But yeah, I think we're getting a Pascal Siakam card soon. I think it will probably be Indiana Pacers card art, but there wasn't any Indiana Pacers Pascal Siakam cards. But I definitely think he will get a dark matter soon. Part of this drop, I think he'll be probably pretty weak, honestly, because Pascal cards this year haven't been the greatest, but we'll see. I also think we're getting, this is a throw out there. Probably not happening, but I have been saying since the beginning of this year, when everything came out, where we weren't getting Blake Griffin, Iguodala, John Wall, Kobe, obviously, Bill Russell. Who else doesn't have rights in this game that got taken away from last year? I don't even remember all of them. But I said we're definitely getting Blake Griffin's rights back. Blake Griffin definitely would do that. Iggy, I think we're getting his rights back. John Wall, I figured we were getting his rights back. Bill Russell and Kobe are very, we don't know. We don't know if we're getting their rights back in this game. But I think we're getting an Andre Iguodala card soon. I think they got his rights. Or if they didn't get his rights, they're getting them soon. But I think they already got Iguodala's rights because they dropped Blake. And I think they got their rights probably at the same time. And I think they're going to drop an Opal or maybe a Dark Matter. But I think they're dropping Iguodala soon. If they have his rights. But I think this is a cool throw out there because Iguodala cards are always actually like ridiculous in this game. And it'd be a pretty cool card to have. The last card I think that we could expect this season, I think an Andrew Wiggins card is definitely bound to come out soon. I mean, he hasn't got a card since season, 1 or 2? That diamond card that was super good. He hasn't got a card since then, bro. And I think whether it's a Dark Matter, whether it's an Opal, he could be, I think he's incorporated somewhere on Friday. Now, tomorrow we are going to get the news on the new season on some things. I think we're bound to either get a Wiggins Pro Pass reward, a Domination reward, part of the pack drop, or some grind if they add player grinds. But I think we're bound to get a Wiggins card, bro. And also, y'all, we might see one guy that I am so scared. I'm not even gonna do the talking. I'm just gonna search his name up. Wemby. I think we're getting a Wemby card very soon. It's around that time. I mean, power forward shooting guard's ridiculous, but I think we're getting a Dark Matter Wemby soon. I think it's just bound to happen. He hasn't got a card since All-Star, and I've seen so many people on the street say, "Hey, Victor Wembanyama soon. Victor Wembanyama first drop, second drop of season 6." I've seen so many people talk about Wemby getting a card soon, and I am so scared that I don't want to believe it. But the Opal is still one of the best cards in the game, but they're going to start releasing, bigs like Eaton, like Mutombo, like Mirasan and Manute Bol probably at some point are getting cards relatively soon. KP just got a card already. We can think of maybe another Bol card at some point. Like, it's getting scary, and Wemby could get a card soon. Now, we're going to talk about Easter. It's going to be Easter during the season. 420 is actually exactly 19 days from today is when we're getting when Easter falls. And we're going to get an Easter event, and we're probably going to get an Easter locker code. We've always got an Easter locker code. Whether it was 2K21, which this was a really good locker code. I loved this Larry Nance card. He's one of my favorite cards that year. Paul George. Like, these were, I mean, this card was troll. I think this card was also pretty troll. But these three were pretty, I don't know what the hell the cat's doing. These three guys were actually really good cards to get from the locker code. Mainly these two, though. These two guys right here. But it was a really good locker code. Then we go back to 2K22, or a year later, where we had Rodman. This card was weird. He was a demon defensively, but when we're thinking about Rodman, right? Oh, this is apparently there was a glitch back then where it was giving people 2000 VC and not the card, but this was a card that was cool, but nothing crazy. It was more of the event in 2K22. Last year, we got one of the worst locker codes I have ever seen for Easter. Now, Opal isn't even guaranteed. How y'all fumble? If you say it's a W, you clearly didn't put in the code. You get one pick. I'm so lost. I got a diamond player, and that was it. Not even guaranteed anymore. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Now, you could get a bunch of cards from this ascension board, but like I said, I'm pretty sure you didn't get much picks at all. Wasn't a fan. Mac McClung wasn't even a good card. Not good. And then we can go back to other Easter. This was last year's Easter event. This cooked. Okay, the Easter event last year cooked. I didn't play during the Easter event last year, but it did cook. We had all these guys in it, which were all mid. I mean, John Wall is good. Sean Marion was actually really good last year. Then John Wall was pretty good. Jalen Green had its time, which I loved that card. And Dame wasn't good. But I mean, there was a lot more prizes than this. I don't know why this is all we really see, but the Easter event last year actually gave people something to do, and people actually enjoyed it. And we're definitely gonna get an Easter event. Now it's probably gonna be like the festivals, where it's gonna be an Easter festival. So we're gonna get, you know, basically what we have now with all the Blake Griffin, Melo, Steph Curry, that event. And last year or last season we had the All-Star event. Then we had the Halloween event. We had I think we had a New Year event too. But we've had events after events after events. That's just how this game goes. Oh, we had Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving. We had the boxes, but that's how this game goes. They're just gonna constantly feed out events because it makes them hella money, and we like the events, and it makes a way for us to have a bunch of MT if we just do the damn exchange method that takes forever, or we could get new cards. So the events, I mean, they have good pull within the audience. They make them the most money. It's just an all-around win-win. Like I said, we're getting events at any time, so they have an excuse to give us an event, and Easter is definitely an excuse. So yeah, again, y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, my predictions. Like I said, I think we're definitely going to get a Klay Thompson card at some point. Maybe it's Domination, I think. Maybe like a Dynasty type Dom. Jimmy Butler, Penny Hardaway, AD, Dikembe. All, I think, are bound to get in the rewards of Season 6, maybe. Then we got Braun, Mark Eaton, Pascal. Iggy is a throw out there. Wiggins, I think we're definitely getting a card. And we went over the Easter. Now, we have a bunch of other crap we could, predict. But I think this was just relatively a pretty all-around, pretty based prediction type video. Last season I predicted what cards we could get, level 40s, all that. I was really spot on last season. Now, I wasn't perfect. Like, I didn't get the Pro Pass at all. I don't think I got the level 40. I think, no, level 40, that was my second. I said we're either getting Chet or B-Roy for last season. So I was pretty spot on with the level 40. Then I said a bunch of cards that we were going to get throughout the season, but everyone knew we were going to get Luka cards, LaMelo Ball cards, D-Book cards, all the guys that basically was talking about. I talked about the new Dom. I talked about having I said St. Patrick's Day event, but it wasn't a St. Patrick's Day event, but it still was an event. All around, I think this is pretty accurate. We're going to see tomorrow. Again, we're going to see the level 40 tomorrow. I think we're going to see the Pro Pass reward tomorrow. And then we're going to see the new Dom tomorrow when they leak what's going to happen in the new season. And then Thursday, we're going to get the actual pack leaks, where then we can look back at this video and see how accurate I was or not. But again, y'all leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to continue bringing out videos for y'all. Expect the 120 win open reward video today, because I'm getting the 120 wins on Showdown today. But yeah, I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.